Well, hopefully you like this one. So I've been working at it for a while. Let me show you what I did. I'm going to move around the other side, show you what I did. We're working on the mill yard. You get the camera facing out. Been out here pretty much all day, but I'll show you this big ass stump I got just coming out right now. Make sure you can see out the front. This stump is too big for, you got it coming out of the hole right now. I'm going to try and pick up on it here. Stump's almost as big as a Bobcat, to be honest with you. I'll show you from the other side. open the door, but I'll shut it and I'll go stand by it. Hey, we'll go down and do that by the root ball too. Just hold on, you guys, so you don't fling off. Let's go down by the bottom of the root ball and I'll do the same thing. It's a big one. So basically what I do to get stumps up like this is I put the forks kind of like a foot apart, lock them in, and I go around and dig as deep as I can with the forks all the way around the stump, bust all the roots that I can. Then I kind of fish underneath it and kind of wag side to side and try to bust off anything underneath. And then once you got it, as soon as it starts to wiggle, it's game over. As soon as it wiggles the first time, it's coming out. But it's all a battle just to get it to wiggle that first time. And this one was tough. I've had tougher. This was not the toughest one I've ever pulled out. It is probably the heaviest. So I got to get it out of the hole here. So there we go. To get it out of the hole here, up on the hill. It's not going to be easy. tree. Ha! Hey, that's a sycamore, I think, or sassafras. Sassafras. No shit. So look at that. She's stuck right in there, right behind that tree. That's perfect. You can sit right there and let it rain on it. Someday I'll come out and I'll cut that. I'll bring out a big bar and cut the top off it. Then I can get rid of it. But, nice. The friggin' size of the hole. So I'm gonna, nice. I'm gonna put some dirt, come fill this hole in, grade it out nice, and put some topsoil on it, and call it a night here. So, oh yeah, let me touch on this other video too. Hold on, let me flip here. So let me talk about that other video. Hold on, I'm gonna kill this thing for a second here. Get some quiet. So it's been a battle for a couple hours for me right there. So that video where I talked about the freeze symptoms, so you got fight, flight, freeze, and fawn in your fight or flight, your danger override in your brain. When your brain senses danger, it kicks you into one of those things. I don't have a severe case of it. What it's doing to me is, because I don't have any projects going out in the field, and for the first time in about 4 years, working at home, what it's doing to me is I've got so many little things that I need to get done around here to make this mill yard better, and so many things going on with our lives. Let me get rid of my glasses, put on my regular glasses. And I've got a customer that owes me a pile of money. So it's like, for me, it's like 3 months worth of money. That's all leading to anxiety. And what happens is all these little external stressors that build up, I didn't understand it. Like I'd get up in the morning, I'd make myself a cup of coffee, and I didn't want to get out. I didn't want to come out and go to work. I'd sit around till lunchtime, then go to lunch, then come back and look around and go, yeah, I don't really feel like doing anything. Go inside, watch TV, and play on my phone. And it became a pattern. And I'm like, I've never done that before. I just always worked all day. Aside from lunch, I've just always worked all day. For a lot of years, I didn't even take lunch. Just worked all day without lunch. But now my body gets pretty dragged down when I don't take it. So I take it, and I take it early so I can work the rest of the day. And it's getting dark earlier. So we're heading into winter, and it's kind of our slow time. And right now, as far as sawing goes, we haven't really been doing any advertising because Kate's working on the Pirate Solutions Forestry page. And if you guys want to take a look at that, it's Pirate Solutions Forestry on Facebook. You can go on there. She did a couple of posts with a whole ton of pictures of kind of our journey to having the sawmill. And it's pretty neat. You guys can go in there and like it and follow it if you want, because that's where I'll be posting all my milling content, and probably I'll probably end up posting links to YouTube on there too, so people can watch. But I really thought in my area, I hate not being in the middle. I really thought in my area that, and in the beginning it worked out a little bit, that word of mouth wise, the milling was going to take off better than it has. Now, there's a couple of things going on right now with the economy. Right now, I don't know if you guys are aware of the fact, but the economy, except for the wealthy in the stock market right now, the economy's kind of shitting itself. We're seeing all the economic indicators. Credit card balances are way up. Small business bankruptcies are way up. Home purchases are down because interest rates are way up. And what that does is it leaves the rich that have cash the only ones that are buying. And what the rich are doing right now is they see the writing on the wall with the progressives pushing themselves towards electronic currency, ETFs, crypto, so on and so forth, that they don't trust the value of the dollar. And they see China and Russia and the Saudis all getting together, threatening to move away from the dollar standard and oil and things like that. So what the rich are doing is the rich are hiding all their money in hard assets. They don't trust the value of the dollar right now. So the rich are buying up real estate. They're in bidding wars on houses. Now that slowed a little bit from a year ago. A year ago, you couldn't buy a house. People, they were going 100,000 over asking, no home inspection. I mean, it was crazy because they wanted to get all their money into hard assets and out of cash. We're just at the beginning of the construction death. Right now, everybody's hiring. They're having a hard time finding people. Everybody's starting to not pay. It's just the beginning. We're right at that precipice of falling off the cliff because the interest rates are high. Anybody who charges up credit cards to run is going to get dead. They're going to go broke. And we've seen it before. We've seen it in 2006. We've seen it in the late 1980s, 88, 89. So I've been through it before. I don't have any debt. So I'm not in danger. But what happens when I'm out working on projects every day is I have a comfort level. And when you're making $500, $600, $700, $800 a day, $1,000 a day, that keeps me comfortable. But it also takes a big toll on my body. So that's what I'm trying to get away from and into the mill. Because I don't have any debt, I don't need to make a lot. So, I'm not looking to get rich. I'm just looking to live. And we don't need to make a lot to live. So the mill can more than pay for our lifestyle. But basically, my biggest contractor that I sub for has just stopped paying me, and it's a big chunk of money for me. All these things are adding up and adding up and adding up. And what I've done is I've stopped doing any little work for this guy. And I know from being in business so long that whenever you cut somebody off, I haven't officially called them up and said, I'm not doing any more work for you until you pay me. I just kind of blow everything off because we don't have any projects going on. So when he says, hey, can you come over and do this? Hey, can you come over and do that? Hey, I really could use you for a couple of days cutting firewood. I got some projects around the shops. I just don't go. So he knows, and he calls me every couple of days and says, I'm working on this, I'm working on that. Oh, I just had a guy screw me, blah, 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 blah. But the fact of the matter is that it's been months now that he hasn't given me anything. And this amount for me that he owes me is basically 3 months. Like I said, I mean, if he paid me, it's 3 months worth of work for me. Now, instead of just going out and doing things to try to make money in the meantime, I'm concentrating on getting this mill running and the mill business up and going. And that's where hopefully what's going to snap me out of this funk, this freeze thing that's making me not want to do anything. So that's kind of why I wanted to explain that a little bit. Also, I shot if you hear some references to other videos, I shot a couple of other videos that I didn't upload. I just uploaded one going to pick up some white oak. It might even still be uploading, but the other ones I didn't upload. One of them, the orientation got screwed up in when I did the grading out here in the yard and spread the stone, and I didn't really shoot any video this morning because I was bouncing around and I really wanted to get shit done. So I was kind of, the camera just wouldn't have survived as much as I was going at it here. I burned basically a tank of fuel in the Bobcat today. So, or almost 3/4 of a tank of fuel in the Bobcat today. So there are a couple of videos that you might hear references to, like in the going to get the white oak video, where I talk about this freeze syndrome that I'm going through. You get to see those beautiful white oak logs. I also shot a video on loading them off the truck. But you know what happens is I'm starting to use pause more often, and when I use pause, I don't think the videos is good. It's broken up. It's like, oh, here, pick up a log, pause, pick up a log, pause, pick up a log, pause, because I'm running them all the way back here out in the woods, and I don't want to drive down the hill and have you all bouncing around, for 10 minutes every single log. But I just want to fill you guys in, let you know what's going on. This right here, and I'll take one more little drive around, was a big step for me. I need to get my log area, my area around the mill clean. Because if I'm going to be out here milling every day, I need it to be clean. I need to have space. I need to have space to put stuff. And I was feeling really closed in. That's why I cleared. Here, I'll take you for a ride and show you. I know the video's getting long. If you don't want to go for the ride, you can sign off now and shoot me a nice note. But I'm going to show you a couple things, and as far as what I'm doing to clean up my area here. Yeah, I kicked this thing on. But this was a big step, getting this area cleaned up today. I thought I was just going to split all the wood and then do it. And what was happening was the wood splitting was just having a thumb through the piles with all the dirt and everything. The wood split was just going too slow. So what I decided to do, I'll show you that too, was put the wood somewhere else so I can split it and it's not my way. Oh, she's screaming. So I stuck all the wood over here. I cleared a little place in the woods here. I stuck all this firewood, the old firewood that was in the dirt over here, so I can cut it and split through. Oh, that's not a good view, is that light? Hold on, we could be on a tree or something. There you go. So this is all stuff that I don't want to throw it out. It's not great firewood, except for the stuff all that white oak and red oak that's in logs there is all brand new. But I don't waste anything, so I will split it all. Even if it's punky, when it's dry, I'll burn it. And I think I have a plan of getting myself a wood burner, a wood boiler, and if I do get a wood boiler, one second. Oh, there we go. If I do get a wood boiler, then I'll really need the wood. So this area over here is what I did yesterday. That I shot a video and then I had to kill it because the orientation got screwed up and it was upside down. And I couldn't fix it, because if I fixed one way, then it was still wrong another way. So I just ended up deleting it. So basically what I did was I filled in around my leach field distribution box with stone, and then covered it with topsoil that sticks on the side of the distribution box so I know where it is. And I'm going to bring this whole grade up. I'm going to put an extension on my distribution box and bring this whole grade up out here. And let's give you a view here. So now the big huge pile of firewood's all gone over here, and I've tapered out the hillside. Now I got rid of the stump, and now I have more room there. Now my next job won't be tomorrow because we got to go to a dog Halloween parade, but is to get rid of all the stuff that's next to the mill, all those offcuts and right of the camera is basically all firewood and a couple logs that I might mill. But now, just gonna go slow here so you don't bounce out of the holder. Now you can see past the mill, have that big open area there now. And I have log stacks up in the woods up there. But I'm gonna grade this all out, get rid of the hillside. If you see that tarp sitting over there with the can sitting on top of it, over here, I have a maple table over there, a laminated table that's sitting on sawhorses. I'm gonna move that out of there, and there's a little bit of a hillside there. You can see the log sitting next to it. I'm gonna taper that out, so it's just all nice and flat there, and I have tons of room around the mill. So that's what's going on. And I just wanted to give some context to that other video, and I appreciate the watch. Appreciate all you guys watching. Hit me up with a comment if you have any questions, and hopefully I'll get out of this funk and start getting some milling content up, because it was impossible to mill the way it was. I didn't have any place to put everything, and taking the stuff off and leaving it out in the sun was no good. So that's just something you got to think about when you know, you're setting up your mill area. Something you got to think about when you're setting up your mill area, if you get a mill, you know, is where you're going to put everything. And the area around the mill gets small quick. It really, I know I've said it 100 times, and I apologize for being redundant, but it's true. It gets full of shit fast, and you can't have your stuff sitting out in the sun. So that's my goal, is to utilize this area back here a little better while still keeping a buffer between us and the neighbors, so we kind of have our privacy, and the trees knock the noise down, and so on and so forth. So thanks for the watch, and hope you enjoyed getting that big ass stump up that hill. I don't know what it weighs, but I would guess it's between 5 and 10,000 the way it is. I'd guess probably 8, because this won't pick it up, and this will pick up 5. So I'm gonna go to work grading and call it a night. So I appreciate the watch, and I'll see you guys later. It's Pirate Solutions out.